It's ugly out there. Maybe you better duck. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update, and quite the ugly day we had today. It started out with Europe at about 4 o'clock Eastern this morning. When Europe opened, the markets immediately dropped 100 points in the Dow. And of course, it got a lot worse as the day went on. And of course, later in the morning, Facebook dropped the news bomb. And of course, that sent Facebook reeling and down into bear market territory. Facebook down about 13 bucks on the day. Pretty ugly out there. And I think it's something that you want to pay attention to. Normally, that kind of news might have caused a little bit of havoc, but again, the market would have recovered if the market was really as strong as everyone wants you to believe it is. But this time, the markets actually broke down even harder on the news, because right now the markets are very jittery. There's a lot of people in this market that don't want to be in and they can't wait to get out. And any sign of trouble, they're getting out of this market. So that's something you want to pay attention to. In the meantime, we're in a position right now that the markets, we did think that the top was in, so I think we're being proven right there. Now we want to look for a rally to sell. We don't want to just sell into the hole here. You got to wait for it to come back and give you a reason to sell at a higher level. In the meantime, the Dow is down over 400. S&P, NASDAQ, Russell got clobbered. It was an ugly day. And of course, not totally a surprise. We expect to see a lot of ugly days as the volatility index rallied back up to 20. So we're expecting to see more of this action continue. But again, we want to wait patiently to sell in the rallies. Now, you would have looked at, if you looked at gold and the bonds, you'd go, well, it couldn't have been too bad of a day. Neither one of them rallied, which means that both gold and bonds are still in trouble and looking to go a lot lower, because normally you would have seen a bigger pop in here, and gold only rallied about 5 bucks and it's already dead on the bottom. Bonds are only up a couple of ticks. So those are on the bottom. So that means they're both probably going lower. Now, especially into the face that the dollar was much weaker today, which gives you another inclination that these things are kind of in trouble right here. And that's the way that we would look at it, that without the support that we're going to see some major breakdown. In the meantime, we look at the grains. The grains got clobbered, and I think now is the time you step in and buy grains. I think we've now reached those levels we were looking for, that it is now time to go ahead and step in and be a buyer. Meats are another story. The protein complex is taking all my protein out. A little bit challenging. We're going to have to make a decision probably tomorrow, because again, we're not going to sit here and hold them and watch them run over us and get caught in a herd in a stampede. But in the meantime, we're going to watch and see. Fat cattle was actually a little bit stronger than the rest, but in the meantime, we'll take a look at it tomorrow and make a decision on whether or not to get out, because again, we're not going to sit here and wait until we get run over. We're going to say, okay, we made a bad trade. Let's look for a better spot to enter, because for now, it just doesn't look very good. So we're going to make that decision tomorrow. In the meantime, Bitcoin and the cryptos look like they have found a bottom. I think you saw some real panic over the weekend, so those kind of bottomed out. The big picture is very simple. The markets are put in the top. We want to look to sell rallies. Tomorrow, if the markets open higher, you'd probably want to sell into that rally. If they open lower, that means we'll probably get a rally, because we're going to get a rally the next day or so. We've got the Fed coming out on Wednesday, and you've also got, for the cattle traders, we've got cattle on feed on Friday. So there's a lot of news that can affect this market. In the meantime, it doesn't change the way that we're going to approach it. We want to sell into rallies at resistance. We don't want to do anything too crazy. We want to look for spots that give us the highest probability and the highest chance of victory, and that's really what we're trading. We're trading more of a probability model, not what we're thinking, because again, watch the charts. The footprint will guide you in the right direction. In the meantime, we want to be very careful and look and pick your spots. With higher volatility, you get more movement, so you get a better chance to make more money on the trade. So make sure you're a little bit patient and wait for the right spot to enter, and that would be looking to sell a rally right now at a resistance level. That's it for today, Bubba's Daily Update. And of course, March Madness has been crazy and a lot of big upsets. But in the meantime, don't forget to check out my high school investing program. If you'd like to help us out, we're trying to get into all the high schools we can. And we're looking to raise some funds, and you can go to patreon.com/Bubba Trading if you'd like to help us out. If you do so, I will be happy to give you a week's free of my advisory service for the futures market. And don't forget to get the Bubba Show every day at 4 to 5 Eastern at LibertyTalk.fm. This is Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same station. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you later.